Good morning, everyone. Hello, I'm Karen Eiton, and I'm here for our Creative Business Tuesday tips. And I have today 4 tips for selling products online, or you can also apply some of the tips to if you are doing a service, okay? But most of it pertains to products online. So, I was online a lot this weekend and talked to quite a few people, and there's a lot of people out there that are making beautiful things. I mean, gorgeous things. But they're just doing it like one at a time, and they're not really gaining any momentum, or some of them don't care to, or some of them that are making products and they're taking them to craft shows and flea markets. But for me, I think that there's a better way than to do that. It takes a lot of time to pack up, to drive to wherever the location is going to be, and to spend all day there or 2 days there, whatever the event is. And then you have to, pay for gas to get there, gas to get back, and then once you set everything up, that's a process. Setting everything up, tearing everything back down, packing it up, bringing it back home, storing it again. And I think there's a better way to sell products if you would just apply some different tools. I think it could help you. I know a lot of people are in need of selling products and things, and I think they're having a hard time and they're holding on to things. And I think if you apply some of these tips that I'm going to give you today, I think that you would be able to sell products on a regular basis and to be able to be profitable. And that's what you want. You want to be able to, have ship outs pretty much every day, stuff going out your door. That's the idea. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of tips, and then I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I'm just getting used to this filming myself and trying to remember everything that I want to tell you. So I want to kind of stay on track a little bit today, and I'm going to actually show you, hopefully it will work out okay, one of the tips also. So a little bit of hands-on showing you an experience. So today the first tip that I have is I want to talk to you a little bit about selling your products. So there's an app called Canva, and it's a free app that you can get and you can download. And I wanted to show you what the app, my border's kind of smeared up, but let's see. Let me find Canva. So Canva is here. This is what Canva, the icon, looks like. It's just a C, blue C, and you click on it and it will go to different things. And it's a wonderful tool for selling products and to make your products look nice and professional. You want to have professional looking ads, and you want to include some things. So you want to make sure that you include your logo, and if you can, a small picture of yourself. These 2 things help to protect your product, one, and to also to look more professional in selling your product. Because when people look at the product, they see who you are, they know, it kind of corresponds with you, and it just helps, okay? So you want to do that. So here we have where they have where you can make an Instagram post, and you can make an Instagram story, and you can make a logo to upload your logo, to upload something to Facebook, and then a flyer, and I'm trying to read this upside down. It's not the greatest, but a poster, and an invitation, and social media, and a collage, and just all kinds of different promotional product, a card, all kinds of things. And you can choose one of these, and then it will go to different things like they have for Twitter, and they have for Pinterest, and all this, and Facebook, and a Facebook, the top of your page or whatever, and it goes on. So and then a book cover, and so really nice tools there that you could use. And then down here it has like a whole row of Instagram ideas, and then you would just put your own information in there, and then it goes a little arrow there, and then it goes on to more, and it'll show you the whole page. But we want to go back, and then it'll have for Instagram post and an Instagram story. And so all of these different things it has, here's for posters, and here's for invitation, and social media. You can use one of those for any one of the social media sites, and it has a Pinterest one, and it has, all these different places that you can, that it will upload nice. Now these are for YouTube channel, for your thumbnail or whatever. You can do those, and just, try to make your things look professional as you can. So, I wanted you to, and it's an easy app to use. Let's just press one of these, for instance. Like I'm on Instagram a lot, so I do a lot of the Instagram ones. See, the whole thing will come up like that. And then you just press on it. Like if I wanted to change the background color, you just press on it, and you change the color, and then you press on that, and you change the color, and you press on that, and then change the color like that, and then you can upload your logo. It'll have a spot where you can go to images here. It says images, and these are stock images, and then it has a search bar where you could type in there what you're looking for, business, like to look more professional for business or whatever, and then you just type in there, and then you choose different stock photos. Or you can go and upload your own. It says camera roll right here. So these are all my pictures of what I have on my camera roll. So I can pick from there, and then my logo is in here. I can pick my logo. So you can do whatever you want. And then for font, you just click on the font, and see a little box appears, and then you just highlight it. You see it's blue now. It highlighted to blue. And then you just go delete. Okay, and now the box is ready for you to type in there whatever you want to type in there. Say for instance, sell. Sell product. Sell products. Okay, so then we put our sell products in there, and then you just tap it again, and then it goes away. Then you hit another spot, and you do the same thing, whatever you want. So that's a really good tool, and they have great features that can help you to make beautiful, professional-looking ads and things for your different social sites. And some of those different social sites we're going to talk about in a little bit. But so the second tip that I want to give you is your iPhone. Your iPhone can come in very handy for taking your photos of your products that you want to sell. You want to have nice lighting when you take your photos, and you want to write really good descriptions. I would recommend at least 3 lines of really detailed description on what it is your product is, what are the materials that make your product. Is it cotton, is it metal, or whatever it is. You want to be specific on that, because there are people that are allergic to like polyesters and goose down feathers and different things like that. So you want to take that into accountability, and you want to make sure that you you list all the product that is in your, all the ingredients or whatever materials that are in your product that you're selling. So you want to do that, and you want to also have really nice backgrounds. So your backgrounds, I think they sell the best if you use like a white background, or you use like what's popular now is the like the car siding, or the wood background where it's kind of whitewashed or whatever. That's really popular. Some people post theirs where it's all brick, but if you have them all kind of match, I think it looks a little more professional, and you will get people that come to your to your site and to buy from you, because it looks professional. It looks like it's coming from a reputable source. And so then when you take your photos on your iPhone, you want to make sure that you crop your photos and you you brighten them. So usually when I don't have my phone with me here, but I would show you. But you want to, crop them so that the background is whole. It's like you don't have like half of a background and you got some other, lighting or some other woods or, whatever on the side or whatever. You want to have nice full view backgrounds. And you want to take photos you want to take the first photo so it includes the whole product. And then the next photo that you want to take is one where it shows, like maybe you made a handbag or something like that. It shows like the zipper closure or Velcro closure, or it has a flower on it and you want to show the detail, or it has some fine, beautiful stitching on it. You want to get closer and really show your product well. And I would suggest at least 3 pictures for each. You want to, really give people enough content to make a decision on. Because if you don't have enough content, they're going to come back and they're going to maybe be interested, and then they're going to ask you, could you take another picture of it this way? Could you measure this? And could you, tell me more about it or whatever? So this way you have all the essentials there. And then if they have an extra question or something like that, that's one thing, but it will save you time where you're not running back and forth measuring, looking at the content of the fabric or whatever it is. So you want to make sure that you write really good descriptions and, take really nice photos. And then do your research. Also research online the product that you're selling, if you're making it and selling it, or if you're buying a wholesale and you're selling it for retail, however it is you're going to be running your business, or what your ideas are, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you research enough, at least 7 to 10 different resources, and print them out, have them, so you can go back and refer those or save them in a file on your computer, and the price points that they are. And you want to be somewhere in that ballpark of those other people's prices. So, excuse me. What I would recommend, well, if it were me, I would probably lowball the price and go just a few cents under, so I would be able to get, more people, I think, to buy your product, because you got the fair price. You got a better price than some of the other prices out there. So you want to think about that. Not just, make your product and now you're going to sell it for what you're going to sell it for. You need to do a little bit of a research and to try to come up with a really fair value for what it is you're making and your price. But maybe you have to also take into consideration, what if your product has more stitching on it, or what if your product has more time into it because you did this, and this, and as an added feature. Then you include that too as well, and you can even write that in your description. There's a lot of product out there, but they don't feature this, and this, so make your product stand out better than, the rest, because if you go into business, that's one thing you want to have. You want to be able to have a good service, or you want to have a good product, and your product needs to be better than someone else's product, or at least, reputable to the same value and quality or whatever. And you want to try to make it better, or add another feature that your product is better because of, so that's a good tip to keep in mind. And the third tip is list on multiple sites. I know there's a lot of people on Instagram that I talk to that are making a lot of beautiful, beautiful products, and they tell me that they're just on Etsy. I mean, Etsy is great, don't get me wrong. I like Etsy. But you can't just list on one particular platform and expect people are going to come to you on a daily basis. I mean, if you want to be in business, you want to move product. So you need to be on multiple sites, is my thinking, that's the way that you can sell on, at different times on different sites, and you can move your product at a faster rate because you have a broader audience. So you want to be able to, be on, Wish, and be on eBay, and be on Ebates, and be on Poshmark, and, all these other sites. And it doesn't take that long. I mean, from the time you photograph your stuff and you post it, you set up a Canva, or you can do a different, art app, or, graphic app or whatever. This is just one that I happen to use that I kind of like. A little bit, it gets hung up a little bit once in a while, and it will just close down because you're posting a picture that it doesn't recognize or it doesn't want to post. I know if I post pictures from my camera, it won't upload. But if all the pictures that I post from my iPhone, it works real well. So, you know, you have to consider that too. So anyway, you know, post on multiple sites. And, you know, once you have your professional photo, you know, made up, you know, your design already made up, it's easy to just plop that in there, write it. And then another idea is I have notes on my notepad. And anytime that I want to do like hashtags, or I want to do like my links to my different sites that I sell on or whatever, I go to my notes and I create a new page and I title it whatever it is. And I have everything handy right there. So you could go there and write descriptions for, you know, like if you're just selling one product, it's easier, and you can mass produce it, and you can probably go a little bit further than if you're all over the place selling multiple kinds of products. Then it gets a little bit tougher because then you have to make a description for each one and a professional ad, you know, poster thing for each one, you know. But if you're doing one, then you can just copy and paste the description in your notes, and then go there and then just copy and paste it, and then paste it into the site, and then it's much simpler, you know. So that's a faster way of doing it, and it just takes a few minutes. And then every day you want to go on some of your different sites. Maybe you pick this 2 a day. You know, maybe you hit one in the morning and you just go there and maybe update it a little, add a little bit of something to your description or what have you, and just, you know, constantly keep improving, you know, your stuff. And I think you'll do real well. So let's see if we got everything there. And then when you make your professional little ad, then you also want to promote it. You don't want to just put products on these platforms and then not promote them. You want to be able to promote your product. Like if you already have the ad, then you want to go ahead and post it on Instagram once a week, and post it on Pinterest, and you know, and post it on different places that it will get some, feedback, and it will also get, you know, some people following you. And you know, that's a really good way to start connecting with people, to get them to like your product and to maybe go and purchase your product. So we have tip 4, and tip 4 is a web page. And the web page is good for selling product. I know a lot of people nowadays say that, well, a lot of people don't go to web pages hardly anymore. Well, that's more for like service-based businesses or something like that. They don't, you know, they go and check you out maybe. But for product, I think it's still important to have a landing, you know, a place where you know, have all of your products, so you can send the link out to anybody at any time to say, hey, look at my products, or this is what I have available. If you're in a conversation with someone on Facebook and they're like, well, do you have any examples, or do you have products that are already, you know, ready to sell or whatever? And you're like, oh yeah, sure, here's my website, you know, go to my website and check it out, you know. And people will. But you just have to, you know, have a place that you can list everything, and a nice, you know, picture of it and a good description, and you know, people will come. And then the nice thing about it is you will be able to do a little bit of email marketing too with that. And then you could do some emails that are automated, like you go and you put your link in there for your web page and different things to people that you know, are interested, and that you have their email and you have their permission to send them an email. You want to do that. And then you could also make up another little email that's to your friends and family, and just say that this is what I'm doing now, and this is what I'm promoting. If you know of anybody that'd be interested in what I have to offer, could you send a link to them, or could you, you know, send them to me, or whichever, you know. That's helpful. That's, you know, word of mouth, and word of mouth is one of the best ways to get advertisement, you know, that there is. So, and then if you also have a web page, it's a lot better to if you have a blog. So you want to have a cart on your website, and you want to also where people can go and pay and purchase, and through PayPal or Square or whatever form that you use, you'll want to do that. And then you'll also want to have your blog. And this way it keeps people's interest, because you can go on there and write something, every 2 days or every day. I don't know how much time you have, but even if you do it once a week, you set a night, you write a description or a story about, maybe you don't want to blog about exactly your product. What you want to do is blog about something that pertains to your product. So say you're selling a purse that you make, that you sell purses. So instead of going on there and talking all about your product, you want to go on there and talk more about this cute coin purse that you saw on Etsy or wherever, or what, how cute this coin purse is, and how functionable it is, and how it has helped you, and that it's always floats to the top of your purse or whatever. I don't know, but something about it that's interesting, and they're like, well, and then you want to have, maybe your products sitting there on the side while you're, a picture of them on the side of your blog post, where you can, they can see your products as well, or a link or something like that they can maybe go to. And so it gets them, thinking about, this product and how well you like this product. But then it also, in the background, you have your own stuff there that they can look over and purchase. You know what I mean? So so blogging is pretty popular right now, and it's a good way to create stories. People love stories nowadays, so it's a good way to make us create stories once a week or whatever, and something that pertains to your product, and it gets people on your website, and it gets people right a click away from your products that are for sale. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this was helpful to you, and I want to also invite you to visit my webpage if you would like. I have on there a free PDF guide right now, 18 Ways to a Creative Business. And it gives you my personal outlook on products that sell, and it's a pretty good little write-up that you can go and a pretty good read. So you can do that. And again, my name was Karen Eitan, and I hope if you are going into business for yourself that you will reach out to me, and if you'd like to talk, I also have a Acuity scheduling that you can go and book an appointment with me. It's on my website as well, and my website is www.KarenEitanFashionAdvising.com. So I look forward to seeing you next week for another Creative Tip Tuesday, and have a good week. Bye bye.